Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 76 of the Realm Recap. I am Jason from Yakface.com, joined as always by Fly Guy from FlyGuy.net.
Good evening, interwebs. Good evening, sir. It's been a fun week for a lot of leaks and releases and
updates and
huge show
announcements, and I mean even more exclusive related stuff, and New York Comic Con announcements are starting to get posted by different brands. So it was a big news, weeks, even just since our last show. We didn't have one this weekend, but there was a lot that happened over the past week and leading into this week. So chock full of good stuff to talk about this week.
Absolutely.
Let's see, starting with Hasbro, like we usually do. There were some new images that, not necessarily new images, but the actual product had been found in the UK regarding new Force Awakens figures. Figures like the 3.75-inch PZ4CO, Hux,
right, yeah.
The Guavian Enforcer, and the repacked Inquisitor from Rebels.
Yeah, they're coming in thick and fast now, aren't they? They're really beginning to just...
Yep.
And again, we're not really finding out about these through any... I mean, it's fans.
Yeah.
Fans are breaking this stuff. We're not getting told of any of this by Hasbro, which is really disappointing. But
yeah, some of the images for these did show up, like with some pre-order solicitations type stuff, but they were never officially, I don't think, announced as far as as far as the Force Friday launch had gone. So,
no.
But yep, those are being found in the UK right now, and I don't know if that assortment's been found in the US yet. I'm sure it will be soon.
I don't think so.
More Force Awakens Build-A-Weapon figures have been found, this time at Dollar General, which is kind of a regional store like Dollar Tree, or a lot of those discount, cheaper type stores. So if you're looking for another outlet to try to find some of the products that were technically launched on Force Friday, that's another place to check.
Yep. I thought they'd be a little bit cheaper given their kind of nature, but from what I've ever found in there, it's normally pretty cheap stuff. But
yeah,
that's a little bit more expensive, but there you go. Cool.
Let's see what else. There was a weird reveal by some Canadian company called Chapters. This was like a multi-pack of the Force Awakens Build-A-Weapon figures, but it's a box set of 5 or 6 figures that has
green garden tools.
Yeah, green garden tools. Yeah, essentially repainted Build-A-Weapon type things, but figures that have been released so far in like what they're calling the Forest Mission Pack. God only knows if they're going to have, a snow mission pack and a desert mission pack. And, I could just see it probably happening, but
it's very reminiscent of the Iron Man line, where it was just incredibly made up nonsense names. Inferno Mission Iron Man, Subterranean Iron Man. It was all very kind of different armors, and yeah. But, well, I guess while there's a thirst to get these figures, trying to open this link, but it's a little bit slow, but it looks like pretty much, there we go, it's a better image. But so there's repack of figures, another place to get BB-8, which is interesting. Yep. That looks like a little robot there doing something strange. Doesn't it? It looks like a little pod racer droid, the kind of anyway, maybe it's but they look kind of cool in that color. They look far better than they do in the original color. But there's a Clone Wars repack as well in there, a little Gatling gun.
Yeah, the packaging shot is pretty attractive too, as far as
it is. Yeah,
presentation thing. I would almost prefer to get the Build-A-Weapons this way than packed on the individual card.
Me too. Me too.
Because there isn't really a whole lot of value. I mean, not really a whole lot of value in buying this. It's a $50 pack, so that's essentially more expensive than buying them individually.
But yeah, I guess that's why they've made the BB-8 figure kind of only available in one other pack at the moment. So
Yeah, or the Millennium Falcon that you could get in.
Oh, the Millennium Falcon, that's true. Yep.
Yeah, which isn't out yet.
Chewie looks to be the same as the... Well, in fact, have we seen him on a carded? Single carded figure?
Who's that?
Chewie?
Chewie, he's part of the Armor Up assortment.
Oh, so he is, that's right.
He's got that crazy shoulder pad headgear thing.
That's right.
Which he doesn't come with here. What I was kind of dissecting the parts that were in that package shot, and it looks like they took and repainted the accessories that came with the repacked Luke in that line, in the Build-A-Weapon line, and redecoed them and stuck them in there, since obviously Chewbacca didn't have Build-A-Weapons.
Build-A-Weapons, sure.
So
makes sense.
it's another way to get some figures, but don't know if there's going to be any kind of a U.S. availability on those yet. So maybe we'll find out at New York Comic Con coming up here in a couple weeks. So we will see. We saw another reveal of an exclusive, officially the 6-inch Imperial Shocktrooper, which is number 4 in the notes there.
My bad.
No problem.
So, okay. Notes, letting me down. Where am I? My bad.
There you go.
So this was the... Go ahead, sir.
The Battlefront version of the Shocktrooper. Might have to refresh.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been a week of... Here we go, it's coming up now. A week of reveals has just been never-ending. So, yeah, Order 66 toys in the UK.
Yeah.
And...
so again, we don't...
Stop here.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. We don't really officially know where it's going to be revealed here, or released anyway, in the U.S., but it seems to be, the consensus seems to be either like GameStop or one of those stores, or maybe even Target, but I think Target's getting a different exclusive for their stores.
I mean, that would make sense for this to be Target, I guess, with the red in there, but who knows? Okay.
We talked about this line last week a little bit. This was the 6-inch value figures, which were essentially, 4 POA type 6-inch figures that are kind of a blend of the 5 POA 3 3/4-inch figures and the 6-inch line. Same type of characters, but these come boxed, and these had shown up on the Hong Kong Toys R Us website, which includes box shots of Kylo Ren, Finn, the First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Snowtrooper, and Darth Vader for good measure. So,
yeah, this was the lane I was mentioning that we kind of confusing for kids to kind of 6-inch figures, I mean, very confusing. First Order 6-inch trooper in what size? It's kind of, or what type, articulation, or it's, kind of weird, but they'll probably sell. They'll probably sell very well.
I would think so. And again, we don't know if those are going to be released here in the U.S. because these have only shown up overseas so far. So,
yeah.
Again, something we might find out at New York Comic Con. What else? Let's see. The Kmart 6-inch Kylo Ren went back up for pre-order, kind of off and on over the past weekend. Let's see.
And thanks to you, pretty much it was a thing that was literally some people could at least get hold of, because it was incredibly tough at times to get using this site. The site wouldn't work properly for some. It wouldn't work on mobile.
Right.
That's better for your audio there. But so you managed to get one as well. I managed to pick one up. It was a pain to use the site. I was trying to use mobile and it would not work. It just would not let me check out. So
yeah, I was able to use the mobile site, or I was able to use my phone to do it. I would just back out to basically the homepage of the Kmart website and use the desktop version of the website and not the mobile, and I was able to check out that way. I did pick up another one of these for my because I had already ordered one the previous time it went up for pre-order. I picked this up for my brother-in-law who collects the line as well. So
nice.
was able to
Yeah.
score one for him.
I mean, by what I've been told, there's a very good chance of seeing this at stores as well.
Yeah.
Kmart exclusives, is that from your experience quite easily found at stores, I guess? Is that?
Yeah, I mean, they were easier to find when there were more stores. A lot of
Sure.
the stores have kind of closed down now, or I don't know if, because they're a partner with Sears here in the US. I don't know if they're going to have these at Sears stores.
Good point.
It might be possible, because I think this actually shows up if you go onto the Sears website.
It does, yeah.
Yes, because they all probably share just the same portal or whatever for their ordering and stuff. So
it's a good figure though. Sold out for now. But
yeah. And also the date has been pushed back. I think it originally was supposed to be released like the first week of November, and now it's now towards the end of November. It seems like a lot of these exclusive pre-orders have shifted around a little bit by a couple weeks, which is, I don't know, it's kind of remarkable. You know, they've had a while to plan for this, I would think, and they're still having to make adjustments, and you know, there's still a lot of stuff that's not reaching stores, and frustrating for a lot of people, I think.
It seems they've really been caught short in this. Maybe they were very shy after the Phantom Menace.
Could be.
Vintage collection waves. They've just been very tight on numbers, which wouldn't surprise me in any way at all. But
yeah, they got burned with a lot of, you know, when they were doing the 3D release of the Phantom Menace, and a lot of that stuff just sat around. So
you can still find it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't blame them for being a little bit. I mean, it's going to take a long time for them to manufacture and get this out there in time. So I mean,
yep.
Yeah, gonna be fun trying to find this stuff.
Another exclusive that we had talked about previously, this went up for pre-order, I think, on Force Friday, but I think you could still get it now. But the date for that release shifted. People have started receiving emails that their orders have moved from November availability to early February.
Yeah, that's quite a change.
So, yeah, this is for that 3 3/4 inch Troop Builder pack that includes Phasma, and then just a ton of Stormtrooper variants. So,
yeah, I think that's the only place you can get the Riot Control, or one of the troopers anyway.
Yeah, both of those, the Riot Control and the heavy weapons or heavy gun or whatever they're calling it. Yep. So I wouldn't doubt that we'll see those individually carded released prior to this set even being released. So people might not. I mean, it's a great presentation, and it's a pretty cool exclusive if you want to get them in a nice box set like this. I mean, the price is pretty good for that many figures and the accessories and whatnot. So I know a lot of people are looking forward to this one.
Yeah, that would have been a great Christmas gift for a lot of people.
Yeah,
so,
a lot of people complained directly about that once they shifted that date. There's like, well, they were planning on that for a gift, but now it's even their website still lists it at January 30th release date, but we received multiple reports and people on Twitter and whatnot saying that nope, it got pushed. Their order at least got pushed to as far out as the 9th of February.
Wow. So, look, as you said, great value pack. It's good regardless. If anything, this pack will probably, just because of the presentation alone, go up in value. It's a nice one. It is very nice. I'm very tempted by that as well, and I'm not even too fussed on these figures, but it looks really good, and a great assortment of troops in there too.
Yeah. Nice.
Very nice indeed.
Let's see. What else? Another exclusive that we talked about, but we have now seen official/unofficial images of the packaging of that, which is the 2-pack of Poe Dameron in his Resistance outfit rather than his X-Wing pilot gear, and the Riot Control Stormtrooper. Looks pretty good.
It does. The trooper looks to be kind of dancing there. He's kind of like tap dancing or something, the way they've presented that package. I got to look at Poe Dameron this week, and I'm really hoping they've done something on the facial sculpt. Actually, much better there than it does in the X-Wing pilot version. But yeah, minimal changes to the trooper. 2 weapons, basically a shield and a baton, I think, and that's your difference. But hey, welcomed. Looks good.
Yeah, this is one that we're it's speculated that this is coming to Target. I think they're the only ones that have a deluxe 2-pack in their system for the Black Series
Okay.
6-inch line. So I think this is the one that fits their list that leaked out a while back.
There's been quite a few things this week that have came from the UK side of the pond that have leaked rather than from the US side, which is unusual. It's normally the other way around. But
True.
It's interesting.
Speaking of the UK and exclusives and whatnot, the 6-inch Snowtrooper has started hitting stores over there. They're the Toys R Us exclusive Officer. JediNews reported those showing up over there.
Excellent. Let me just see links again. My bad. I'm a little behind here. So yeah, again, they're getting them first before the US, which again is unusual, but good and welcomed. So I guess the boats are stopping there first from China, or they're I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, there we go. Snowtrooper looking pretty good.
I believe Matt was reporting on this from JediNews that they were limiting these to 2 per person from in store. So
1 per person is only 180 in stock in the UK. Wow, maybe that's changed. Nice. Well, a Snowtrooper is going to be in demand, that's for sure. Sold out really quickly here, so let's hope they get some in stores.
Yeah.
Nice. That's Captain Phasma's blaster repainted. Interesting. Cool.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting about that is the pre-order for that one went up, right around, I guess it was the night of Force Friday, and I don't think that has gone back up for pre-order since.
I haven't seen that at all, no.
So a lot of people are kind of waiting for that thing to pop back up because I know I missed it. I still haven't been able to secure one. I've added it to my wish list on the Toys R Us website. So we'll see if I get it.
I'm sure more will come at some point. Again, like the Kmart exclusive, let's hope it turns up in stores at some point. So,
right. What else? Kind of rounding out the Hasbro news here. The New York Comic Con website kind of leaked, since it hasn't been officially announced by Hasbro, that they are actually having a panel, which they haven't really done since, it's been a few years since they've actually had a presentation panel. So
I guess there's so much stuff coming next year that it's going to be a chance to get a look at it. So
right, looks like they're going to be kind of recapping things that came out technically on Force Friday, as well as giving an advanced look at some of the stuff that's coming later in the year. Probably a lot of this exclusive type merchandise.
Yeah, so. Jeff Leibovitz, John Ninavaji, and Steve Evans, the designer, is going to be there too. So maybe they'll showcase like they did the TIE Fighter or something cool if they're bringing Steve along as well. So
right. So I don't know if they're going to be taking Q&As or anything like that. I'm sure a lot of people have questions about certain items that, some of the 6-inch product still hasn't shown up yet, like the 6-inch TIE Fighter, 6-inch scale TIE Fighter, some of those other things people have been looking for. So I think people are going to, I don't know. I would assume they would grill them a little bit on some of the stuff that hasn't shown up at retail yet.
Well, I think if I was there too, I'd be kind of grilling them and to say, like, why are we finding about all these exclusives secondhand? I mean, you're kind of, it's kind of been getting really ridiculous of recent that 3.75 and 6-inch figures are just, we're here to tell people what's coming out, but it just stunned me that they'll wait until retail before they'll. Anyway,
yeah, when stuff hits stores or eBay before they officially announce it, seems to be a little. They seem to be a little behind the 8 ball on.
Yeah, it was such a big movie. You'd think it'd be desperate to promote it, but anywho, Hot Toys aren't
Hot Toys. Let's see. In the past week, several pre-orders for Hot Toys product went up. Mostly the 1/6 scale Snowtrooper Officer, which is a
sweet,
pretty cool item, as well as the standard Snowtrooper, which is basically it's the same thing but without the pauldron.
Orange pauldron.
Yep.
Same price, isn't it? I think it's you're paying $5 for a pauldron. Really?
Yeah.
214 versus 219. Wow.
Yeah. So you
Okay.
just buy the one for $219 and take the pauldron off,
Take
and
it
then
off.
you have the other one.
That's crazy.
Or you can buy the set, which is, you know, one of each.
Yes.
Doesn't
I
seem to
think
be a lot of value there. I mean, they do add a couple components.
the micro binoculars, I think, only come with the Commander. Pardon me if I'm correct. That's right. So you've got a pauldron and micro binoculars. That's what you're getting is extra with the Commander. Oh, sorry, the Officer, I should say.
Right.
So that's the one to get. Yeah, that's the one to buy.
You would think they would have done some sort of a snow base or something for the display stand. You know, like they've done with
the
prior.
Snowdrip. That would have made sense. But as a Hot Toys collector, it is the most frustrating line for changing stands from one, even in the middle of a franchise, they change it consistently. And it just, I don't know,
Yep.
Consistency is a big thing for collectors, but
Yep.
these look stunning. They look
Yep.
so good. Oh,
They're hitting the troopers pretty hard as far as, you know, they don't have any human figures yet, or human, you know, portrait figures yet for The Force Awakens. You know, it's Kylo Ren and it's several different First Order Stormtroopers and now the Snowtrooper line. Be cool to eventually, you know, see a Finn and a Rey and whatnot. So I assume, you know, they're going to do a Riot one and they'll do a Flame Trooper. You know, I assume those are the next two reveals.
Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. I guess we've seen everything that's coming in the trailer, but yeah, you're right. No Finn, no Rey. Kind of weird. But okay, time will tell.
Another Hot Toys item, the Space Trooper, which went up for pre-order, I think, back in April of this year. They originally had planned that to come out in like a November, February timeframe. I received an email tonight that it's going to now, it's now a October, November release, so it's going to be shipping soon.
That's not too long to wait. I mean, it's I mean, we only saw this really at San Diego Comic-Con, so it's been a relatively short turnaround overall in terms from release to finally coming out in October. So that's not too bad. That's pretty good. Some of the Iron Man Hot Toys that I've ordered have taken like a year and a half to come out. So this is nothing. Right. So we're pretty good.
Let's see. Moving on to a little bit of Gentle Giant stuff. They haven't had a whole lot of announcements as far as stuff for Force Friday and even The Force Awakens, but they did announce that they're having a Premier Guild exclusive version of their Sandtrooper statue that's coming out later this year. I think it might even be next year. But the exclusive version includes like a little desert rat or something like that.
I saw a picture of this. I didn't see the stand, the very first picture I saw in a distribution catalog, and it looked very strange without that stand. It just seemed a very weird pose. But price on this, I think, was, where are we? Let's see if we can.
It was listed before. I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I don't think they've taken it off. Oh well.
You might have to be logged into your Premier Guild account if you have one in order to see it.
Probably. Yeah, that was the pose I saw. Very odd kind of pose the way they had that there, but it looks better on the base.
Yep.
Yeah, they've been very quiet of late, haven't they? They've not really had a great deal announced, but hey, there we go. I'm surprised this isn't Force Awakens. I wonder.
Yeah, you would think. You know. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if they do maybe Kenner, Kenner style figures for their jumbo line.
That's a good point.
Essentially, they could scale up a Hasbro 5 POA figure, you know, and release it on a Kenner style card. I think those would probably do okay.
We did think at one point they were going to do something 6-inch for Gentle Giant, but never heard anything. So it's a bit of a shame, bit of a missed opportunity. We gave them a perfectly good marketable line they could have started, and you and I would have bought it. But there we go. Fingers crossed they do.
Let's see. Moving on to Lego. Our friends at JediNews also reported this week, just yesterday, in fact, that the Lego polybag for the Force Awakens C-3PO has started to become available at Toys R Us.
Excellent. So
So
yeah,
looking forward to getting
stops
that.
being so rare. Yep. $15 in the UK. That's all right. Oh, 14. Sorry, if you spend 15, you get it for $4.99, $5 a bit, 8 or 9 US dollars. I'm sure that'll come across here pretty quickly. I can't see that being.
I would think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Haven't heard
Again,
anything
the
from.
UK are beating us. There you go. That's the UK's kicking ass, man. Fantastic.
Let's see. The Disney Elite diecast Darth Maul, which is supposed to come out next Monday, has already started to leak over in France. I saw this was posted by toysmag.com, that had shown up on Twitter, in my Twitter feed or Facebook, I can't remember, over the weekend. So that's an imminent release here, like I said, on Monday. What's kind of interesting, though, is I was sent an email from a reader that is stating that at least stores here in the US, they're going to be holding a lottery in order to be able to get a ticket to be able to purchase this on Monday. So it's probably going to be pretty limited.
Yeah. I think my chances of getting a Phasma in the Elite Series now are going. It's just...
Yeah, I don't know what kind of a production run these are having. You know, are they going to reship any of them? Or, you know, I know a lot of people want to, you know, they might have picked up 1 or 2 on Force Friday, and, you know, maybe they couldn't afford it, or they just weren't sure and didn't want to go all in if they weren't that great. And they want to kind of go back and pick up some of the other ones, and they're just gone. I think the only one you could get now on the DisneyStore.com website is the First Order Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
So,
which is unusual. You think that would sell through too, but
yeah, I mean, for $25 for a die-cast figure, I mean, that's a really aggressive price point. So they're going to do pretty well. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about, you know, reshipping or, you know, getting a restock of some of these previous ones. So it seems like from, you know, now there's a schedule that is out there, and like every Monday there's a new figure that's going to be coming out. So,
wow.
You know, I think there's Darth Maul, and then, you know, Grievous is there. There's a Anakin, a Boba Fett, and then there's they might be a couple weeks apart actually, but anyway, Monday is the release date for the new figure.
Was Rey part of the original release?
Yeah, Rey and BB-8 came together.
Oh, of course. Okay, my bad. Okay, so she was just in the background there, and I thought I don't remember seeing her, but I was blinded by the coolness of Phasma and Trooper. Wow, they look good.
Yep.
Anyway.
So moving on to a couple things that are from Funko here. They announced on their blog a couple days ago that they are having a new set of the Fabrikations figures, those plush, posable little creations they've done. So they have the Stormtrooper Wicket, which is kind of cool, and Princess Leia in her A New Hope outfit.
I think the Wicket is the winner here. Clearly, it looks very Etsy designed or something. Kind of, it's kind of very homemade look of it, whereas the other two are much more slicker in production. But Wicket wins, I think, for me. That's very cool. Very cool indeed.
So those are coming out in February, and then they also revealed that they're bringing the Obi-Wan pop vinyl figure out of the vault for a release. He's
a good-looking little pop. His white little beard.
Coming out like now.
More and more every day.
True. So true.
Very cool.
Another Funko item. They're having a New York Comic Con exclusive Dirty Penny C-3PO, which
it's back.
Yeah.
Was it Bosk before? I think we had the Dirty Penny. Bosk?
There was a Dirty Penny something. Dirty Penny.
Vader?
I don't know.
Can't remember. Suits 3PO though.
Yeah, it looks good.
Let me show that again. Sorry, just too briefly there. So yeah.
Dirty Penny sounds like something from The Big Bang Theory or something.
Yeah. If you see it 3 times. 500 pieces. That'll shift. But that looks really well. It suits the style and design of it. I don't think rainbow colors really work in my personal opinion.
Right.
But the Dirty Penny look gets the thumbs up. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you could pretend it's not C-3PO or something. I don't know. There are a lot of these things, though.
Whatever. So yeah, that is indeed.
There was another one that was just announced today, New York Comic Con exclusive Platinum Greedo, which seems to be a pretty, I don't know, seems like a kind of an easy one to do.
Just waiting for this image to come up. Yeah, there's been a few of these, that's for sure. But
it's all the way down at the bottom if you scroll.
I think it was in this tab. Here we go. There we go. So, oh, that's cool. That's chrome. That kind of that looks pretty
kind of a pewter, aluminum looking one. It's a it's called platinum. So, but this one's limited to 600 pieces, and again, that's available at the Funko booth number 722 over those 3 days.
Wow. There's going to be such a demand for these. Funko it's crazy trying to collect some of that stuff. Absolutely crazy.
They just crank out the product. They
do, man. They really
seems like every week they have either 5 or 6 pop vinyl figures they announce, or
that's the ones you know about,
right? There's even a lot of the exclusives you don't even hear about until they start showing up in stores
and cost $300,
right? Let's see what else. Another New York Comic Con exclusive was EFX Collectibles announced the availability for pre-order the Death Star module set, which is kind of a cool, kind of a prop replica type thing for what they use to lay out the surface models for the filming for the trench run and all the Death Star scenes.
Yeah, it's that's a very unusual item to offer. We're just trying to share some images there. They're unfortunately not really too much bigger. See if I can try and... No, they won't let me increase their size. But showing some original sketches. This is the tile we replicated. Okay.
Pretty specific.
This is a little meta, isn't it? It's a little... 3 miles down on the port and left, round the corner from the... Why that one? Okay, that's unusual, but well, there you go.
Yeah, so judging by how they've named this thing, set number 1 convention exclusive, I assume there's going to be others later.
Oh boy, that's... Is this what you're going to build? Is it going to be like D'Agostini Millennium Falcon? It'll take you 18 years and your children's college fund to... Wow.
Yeah. I'm sure the guy that built the life-size TIE fighter is going to have room for this then. He
absolutely can fly by.
Park it under it.
Wow. This is meta, man. This is really something quite unbelievable.
Yeah.
There you go. Every facet and asset of Star Wars can be bought these days.
Seems like it.
Who'd have thunk it?
Let's see. What else? Kotobukiya announced a few exclusives this week coming to Barnes & Noble. They had the TC-14 artifact statue, which looks really pretty nice with that chrome vac metal finish.
And that's... So there's no articulation on this. It's a statue. Okay, that's why. I was going to say, how can they get it right? And Hasbro cannot, but... That's serious chrome. That's a very chromed up TC-14. That's the way he is, or she is.
Looks good.
Yeah, cool. Barnes & Noble, keeping it in there. Good on them.
And then another one was their exclusive Utapau 212th Battalion Clone Trooper, which is the white and yellow one from Revenge of the Sith.
Yep. Yet again, I'm surprised there's no Force Awakens stuff. I'm surprised we're going back to Revenge of the Sith here, but I guess they're perhaps using an older mold.
Yeah.
Maybe filling in some of the troopers we've never had before. But I thought everybody was all about the new movie, but not it seems.
They might have had these things in the pipeline, kind of prior, and they're just looking for a way to blow them out or someone to partner with, I guess.
Yep.
So
that makes a good point.
Let's see. Finally, for product stuff, Think Geek, they sent out a notification that they're having an exclusive life-size BB-8 plush, which I'd really like, actually. I don't know if you've seen this.
I have not. I'm just trying to get that link to behave and come up here. but life-size plush of BB-8.
It's going to be available this December. It's big. You can see this image of the woman holding it. It's pretty good.
Come on, where's that picture?
Yeah.
Come on, load, damn it.
It's coming.
Okay,
there.
That's big.
For $50, I mean, that's pretty reasonable considering like the Chewbacca one that's at Target is like $90 or some ridiculous price. But I guess maybe that's because of all the hair.
It's that's quite a beach ball sized.
Yeah, I think I want it. I don't know why.
I think you want everything with BB-8 on it. I think that's just the way it is. Very cool.
Yeah.
Wow. You name it, BB-8's coming in it. Size, shapes, whatever.
Let's see. Moving on to TV, movie, book, and game news. I wanted to touch on a little bit of info here from our friends at Star Wars Action News, who also run the popular movie review site and podcast, Now Playing podcast. They are now tackling the Star Wars movies, something they said they would probably never do way back when they started. But now with The Force Awakens coming and whatnot, they're starting off with episodes 4, 5, and 6. Episode 4 came out last week. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, came out tonight. So you'll have a few podcasts to listen to and listen to those guys review them. They're really good. I mean, I've been listening to them for years, and you know, I do the whole donation series and all that stuff. So listen to Arnie and Jacob and Stuart review the movies. Kind of like how we've done with the Boring Conversation anyway. But
yeah, instead of toys, this is a general commentary or a general review, I suppose. Yeah.
So
that's cool. Excellent. No, they always do good stuff. I've listened to some of the more kind of B-movie stuff they've done, and it's really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Good fun. Excellent.
So give those a listen. Let's see what else. StarWars.com posted a preview video of the Return of the Clones, which is kind of a, getting us prepped for the season 2 premiere next month for Star Wars Rebels, where they talk a little bit about some of the clones that showed up in the Clone Wars, making their return back to the series.
Yeah, it was a good little intro there, and just Dave just talking about some of the inspiration and why he brought them back and all the thought and planning that went into it. And D. Bradley Baker's in there talking about the difference in the voices that he does. And
yeah,
it's a really good little video. Very good. And very glad they brought clones back, which was just would have just been a real huge unanswered question if they didn't just address that whole issue. So I'm very glad they did.
Yeah, so we'll see Rex and Wolf and Gregor from that show returning here.
Nice.
Looking forward to it. Speaking of that, the first 2 episodes in that arc, they aired on Sky TV over in the UK, I believe.
Yeah, the
by the app.
Oh, really?
That's bizarre. Yeah, similar to how Disney XD puts up this TV show like a week prior here in the US. They did it over there, but several weeks in advance, it sounds like. And a couple of the guys over at MakingStarWars.net has had access and watched that, and they posted their reviews over on their website. So if you wanted to read the review, they're obviously spoilers and whatnot in it, but the episode's The Lost Commanders, which is the first episode in this new series, or in the second season.
Sure.
They posted a review of that, as well as the follow-up episode, Relics of the Old Republic. So
nice.
check that out over there on MakingStarWars.net.
Very good.
That brings us to our reviews and new toy acquisitions for the week, or past week and a half, I guess. For me, I haven't posted anything yet. I've been very busy taking photos, something I haven't done in quite a long time, it seems like. But I have a majority of the Force Awakens product I'll photograph. I just have to sort it and establish and set up the actual guide pages for those. So been a lot of late nights and early mornings photographing stuff. So
I can imagine.
good stuff.
It was a lot of products. You must have a
playing
lot of photos.
lots of build weapon figures or parts laying about, throwing them across the room because they suck. Some of them do anyway.
Cool.
But yeah, that was my review portion on a whole series of updates are going to be coming here in the near future. So stay tuned for that on Yakface.com.
Cool. I'll definitely be checking that out. Good photos as always. So I picked up a few things, just maybe where we're doing your microphone again, just might be doing that thing again. But we've two the Black Series I picked up and reviewed. Poe Dameron, a little bit of a disappointment. I think we spoke about this before, but weird face on Poe Dameron on his X-Wing pilot. Just nasty. But great figures in some ways, and I've just reviewed tonight a chance Phasma, which is stunning. I'm so happy I got this figure. It's bigger, it's chunkier, it feels better. They've fixed the arm kind of articulation to hold the rifle. What a great figure that is. Paint's not so good, but I think it's the best Hasbro could get probably with that vac metallization stuff. But
yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't have one yet, but even just seeing what you had held up there, it's very chromy looking. I mean, it doesn't have to be completely reflective to get the point across. It has a nice shine to it. So
I think, knowing some of the cool customizers we've got, Brandon Flores, we've talked about before, and
yeah, he did a great one.
Spanish friend. I'm sure once they get hold of that, they'll paint it because it needs a little bit of dirt. It's a little bit too pristine, but it's just a much bigger, chunkier, better figure than the other stuff. So yeah, reviewed that, and we both we're looking at the Force Awakens. Card. So I just reviewed and had a look at that. That's such good fun. Such good fun opening these things. So addictive. So yeah. Lots and lots of cool little cards to collect and trade. I'm sure we'll be trading stuff or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, some great little things hidden in the packs, and it's just opening them is great fun. Expensive, but great fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's, as much as we've talked about the Topps trading card app, there's just something about actually holding the physical cards. And, we were talking a little bit about them before the show. I have a little stack here, and I've got a box that I picked up from Target, one of those little retailer boxes, not the hobby boxes, but, you get cool stuff in it, like the stickers. This is a Finn one. And then it also had one of the fabric stickers, the cloth stickers. So still a lot of good stuff. And then obviously the vintagey looking cards, just like how a lot of us remember them as kids, even like this, like the Empire Strikes Back card series.
Stickers ones, yeah.
So, and then they have the puzzle on the back of some.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. They could have puzzle and the factoids as well, which I love as well, which is the movie moments.
Yeah, so
it's very much worth getting. Good fun.
Be picking up a few more of those, I believe.
Definitely.
Let's see, what else did you pick up? You got
the Proto Fett from Walgreens, the little Funko Pop.
I haven't found that one yet.
It's kind of hit and miss, I think, with a lot of people. I think as soon as it lands, it's been snapped up. But the Yoda, did you get a Yoda, Spirit Yoda yet?
Yep,
you did get one
that up last week. Yep.
So the Snowtrooper and the Imperial Guard remain elusive, but that's kind of cool. I mean, it's Proto Fett, it's a repaint of a Fett, but hey, not bad.
Nice.
And the only other thing I picked up over at the Dark Side was the Terminator NECA figure, which is just superb. NECA are really knocking out the park in terms of some of the figures they do these days. Really, really good articulation, great packaging as well. That figure retails around the $20, $21 mark, a la Black Series, and the packaging's beautiful. It comes designed really nicely. A little catching up for Hasbro, I think, in some cases, but there we go. What about you?
See. Me, what did I get? I picked up, like you mentioned just a minute ago, the Pop Yoda Spirit. I don't have it with me to show off, but I had to get it. Obviously, it's Yoda. What else? The cards, as we mentioned. I'm going to open up this box. This box has 10 packs in it, and there's also one of the patch cards in here as well. So they guarantee that in this box. So I think I'm going to do a Periscope video of opening through those so I could really showcase each card and kind of go through what they're all about. So been looking for an excuse to use the whole Periscope app since it always seems like I'm on it, whether it's the Ginger Prince from Star Wars Action News, who's doing like a opening a day. I always seem to be on there right when he's ready to go live, and we're chatting a little bit during the thing. So I kind of want to hop on and use that technology as well. I picked up a few 2-packs that I've been running across quite a bit. The BB-8 with the Thug. That's what I got. The Unkar's Thug and the Scavenger. Been seeing a lot of the Ahsoka and Vader 2-packs. I think I've seen 8 of them since our last show. So they're really starting to get out there pretty good, this assortment of 2-packs.
Super in demand, those 2-packs. You haven't opened the BB-8 yet, but I'm interested to know if there's any articulation on him, or what. I think he's just basically just a blob. I don't think there's going to be.
Yeah, he's got a little head movement. I think it kind of runs on a channel, so it kind of tilts or rocks back and forth, and then obviously spin 360. So there is some articulation there, and it's
not on his butt to stand, or
he's flat a little bit on the bottom, so he's
awesome.
weighted, so he sits up.
Okay, that was good.
What else? I picked up the Disney Droid Factory 4-pack. I don't remember if we talked about that on the last show or not, but that's the Build-A-Droid set that you can only get through Disney parks. That includes technically some 3 repack droid, well, not repacks, but repainted droids that we've seen in other movies, and then one of the droids is supposedly from The Force Awakens. So I have that coming. I picked up these, which are just little dollar things from Target. They're little notebooks that have Marvel type art on there.
That's nice. Is that Japanese writing down at the bottom? I can't see that.
No, it just says Darth Vader on the bottom.
Oh, okay, my bad. That's nice.
Yeah, just a little notebook, and then there's another one that has little Marvel.
That's cool.
Clip art, Boba Fett and R2 and
anything Marvel retro is just gorgeous.
If you're at Target, right when you walk in, they always have that dollar bin area. Check it out. There's a lot of Star Wars stuff in there now, from reusable tote bags that you could use, socks. There's 4 or 5 different styles of socks that you could get. There's a Boba Fett pair.
I saw little Darth Vader kind of plastic heads the other day. I don't know quite what they were for, but they were kind of cool. They're kind of collectible little. That was the only one they had, but kind of cool.
Yeah, they had quite a bit of stuff there. So if anyone's interested, check that out. Let's see. I think with that wraps up this week's show.
That's it. Yeah, a lot of exclusives, man. Get hunting, people. It's gonna be busy.
So as always, like to thank everyone for watching and sharing and commenting. We will be back next time with who knows what. I'm sure there'll be even more exclusive announced. Probably, my guess we'll probably get a little bit more insight into what's going to be shown at New York Comic Con. I'm sure it'll probably leak in some way or form, and who knows?
Yep, definitely.
Maybe we'll get some sort of Force Awakens type of announcement. I don't know. We're still a couple weeks away from another full trailer, so plenty of stuff to talk about until then.
Your trailer, wow.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
All right, we will see you all next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.
See ya.